Recording has been started.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Recording started?
Wow, in this place?
In this economy? With all 6 people here?
Wait,
Wild.
we didn't take a photo yet.
We didn't take a selfie. We need to take the head of the table selfie.
Yeah.
Like, mimic the Pathfinder selfie.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Okay, I have everybody.
Ideal.
There we go.
All right, let's
Yeehaw.
go.
Now we game.
Now
Okay.
we're gaming.
Who would like to give a recap?
What have your grandchildren been up to?
My grandchildren have been up to perfectly normal activities. So, last week, you guys told Granny about some stuff that was worrying you. Mostly Julius told her that Ando was worried about some trouble in the city and thought Granny should leave, whereas Ara thinks Granny should stay. And, by God, what the fuck is a bitch meant to do with that? But Granny doesn't seem too worried about it, but the next day we decided to do a little tourism moment. We stopped by the old library that Irene worked at, looked at the college, went to the Desert Bar and Grill, the Enjira Rainforest Cafe equivalent, had a great time, did a little fun shopping excursion with the grandkiddos, had a lovely, nice time. We're walking through whatever shopping market plaza we were at, and then there was screaming. And then, oh no, a man with a duffel bag had his throat cut, and the perpetrator has already escaped. That man sure looks a lot like that guy who was going around to businesses definitely not taking, cuts for the mafia, which is not at all related to my darling grandson, who is not involved in the mafia whatsoever.
Totally not.
Nope.
He's not.
He doesn't even know what a mafia is.
He doesn't even know what a mafia is. Look, here's what I'm saying. He said to Julius's face that he was, but like, Julius didn't say that to Granny, so I'm allowed to still be in denial because I'm not metagaming, all right? In character, I'm gonna be approaching this as though I am in character. My beautiful baby boy is an accountant.
Sure.
Yeah.
You keep
With a
saying
lot
that,
of
Granny.
friends who play dodgeball.
With a lot of friends who play dodgeball, all right? That's where I'm at.
His dodgeball associates.
Yeah, we ended it like having Aster confirmed that the dead man was not stabbed by Ando. And I'm not gonna, go to all the trouble of repeating my gnome racial profiling joke in its entirety.
Yes.
But we then stopped pretty much. The man is already dead on the ground. People are freaking out. The perpetrator has fucking parkoured out of existence, and we were left Jay chillin'. Is that about right?
When something... I remember that Asta and Nin were flying to try and get a sight on where the dude went, but have lost.
Yep.
Yeah. When something like this happens, a sudden, violent event, whether intentional or accidental, in the midst of a crowd, one of two things happens. One, either a stampede, or two, what is happening around you at the moment. In the center of the marketplace, there is an empty circle, devoid of anyone, a good 15 feet back from the dead man, with people just staring at him. They're talking amongst themselves, of course. Someone at one point does, in fact, shout to ask if anyone's gotten the guard yet, but there isn't any direct reply. After, it seems, the shock of anything happening, particularly the locals, aren't quite sure what to make of this. And you can see it on their faces.
Are they concerned in the sense that, like, this doesn't ever happen here, or more like
Make an insight check.
So good at these.
Sense motive. Pathfinder
Can
coming
I
in.
give assistance?
Go for it.
It might help.
It'll give you advantage.
It'll give you advantage at least.
Hey!
Yeah, hey, 18 minus 1, 17.
But it was the
I think it's
bastard
minus
dice.
one. It did help, yes, that's true.
There are two things it seems people are concerned about that you can hear them muttering between each other from time to time. It seems like the less of the locals, the tourists, the college students, they're the ones still reacting with fervor. Many of the locals are just simply stepping further and further back. The first you get, of course, a fear of who did this, for what reason, but also there seems to be a concern, more pressing for many folk, about what the dead man's friends are gonna do about this.
Yeah, of course, retaliation.
A second later, you hear two shouts starting from where two people larger and muscular are heading out of what is clearly a pawn shop, a smaller bag under one's arm, wondering what the fuck everyone's staring at.
We should go. Let's go, dearies. Let's go.
Yeah, I think Asta's gonna grab Nin's wrist and we need to not be seen here.
Let's just.
Let's go.
Why don't we go home? This is all a lot of.
Why?
This is all a lot of trouble and fuss.
They
We should go
Are
home.
looking for who did this, and we don't want to get
Let's go.
recognized.
We are.
We don't
just
want
leave it.
Pulling
Just kind of sighs and is like.
to try and fly downward at
Okay, yeah, she'll go.
Julius sighs, wipes his hands off because he was there next to the person and was just going to, like, try and weave himself out of the situation.
I need everyone to make me a stealth check.
Alex dice. If you fail me, I'll be mad.
Granny moment.
And ult the dice.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh.
No, you can't.
Likes me.
Cool.
At least now that I've said it.
Stealth
Hold on.
check.
Oh, thank God.
Do not start shouting your numbers at me in unison before that starts happening. I will go around the circle one at a time.
Where's my modifier?
Knocked when
Oh,
you
I
are ready.
have disadvantage on stealth. Give me 1
Are
second.
you wearing your armor at the moment?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, there's no reason to. Oh, so then 14.
Yeah, 14.
3.
3.
26.
26.
18.
18.
11.
11. I'm gonna roll for X because X will break it.
That was a
That's not
D12
the
again.
way it's a D12. Keep rolling the D12 instead of a D20. That's better.
I should hope it is.
Not by much.
It's okay.
I mean, Nyx has got to have some stupid
She's got
stealth.
a stupid stealth, yeah, but... where are my
But it's not Pathfinder stupid.
It's not Pathfinder.
If it helps,
You can't
Julius
compare the
will,
two.
like,
That's
through
true.
the crowd.
Pathfinder's
try and
designed
change
to be
his
stupid.
face. That's okay.
You also can't give people skirting
Should I
in this
re-roll
game.
then? Or
Can't super sad.
Not yet.
Yet.
We have to petition.
remove that spell slot then. This guy.
Homebrew spell of Give Scurvy. It's just the Pathfinder spell transfer over.
Alright,
Yes.
that will be a 17 for X, which will break the group over to the success side.
Yeah.
Oh God.
While none of you doubt that there won't be someone who talks about the person who went to help or the two people who took off into the air, you don't think anyone's going to be able to tell anyone where any of those people went. And just like after certain events in Horitari, you all are all getting good at the scramble and reconvene.
We really I don't know.
Imagine an event that could have occurred in Horitari where we scrambled and reconvened. That's never happened before.
We really have to start doing this, except we should because it's funny.
We scatter so well.
And like rats fleeing first,
Just like rats.
Like
Yeah.
rats fleeing from Nin's hat.
Yeah.
fleeing first from a sinking ship, looking for salvation on a second one. you all end up back at Granny's place.
While we're on the way back, when I'm like walking down my own street, Granny's just going to sort of quietly, as if she's sort of talking to herself, just quick little sending that's just.
Ondo, it's Granny. Someone was just stabbed to death in the marketplace. Going home now. Be careful. Things are dangerous. Stay safe. Please stay safe.
Okay. That was the D12. The D20, yeah. The response you get is, I am so sorry, that must have been a fright. Yes, go home. I hope you're alright. I hope your friends are alright. I'll be by this evening.
Okay. Alright, Granny's gonna be super normal. Chilling in the house.
Has anybody bought tea? You could get some tea. Some tea would be nice.
Yeah, let's get tea.
He sounds nice.
Some tea would be good.
I'll help you.
I should call Aura. I should make sure Aura's not going shopping today. I don't think anybody should be over there in that part of town today.
No.
I don't think anybody should go over to that part of town today.
Let it cool down.
I should let everyone know. I should let Ina know, if she does go shopping
Okay.
in sort of the market
So
place,
you can
she's
go over
got
to talk
lots
to
of-
Ara, and then either send one of us to go speak to.
I can speak to Ina. I could give her a little.
Yep.
I could speak to Aura. I could give her a little. I think I should go talk to Aura, though. I should go talk to Aura. Probably. I should go talk to Aura.
Granny, would you
Are you
like someone
okay,
to go
Granny?
with you?
I'm a little bit concerned.
I guess that makes sense.
But yes, I'm alright, dearie. Thank you for asking. You all sit and drink your tea. I'll go talk to Aura.
Considering what's gone on, maybe one of us should go with you.
It's just across the street, dearie. It's really just across the street. It's just across the street. No one's going to get stabbed just across the street.
That same feeling from Julie's.
That sort of thing hasn't happened around here in 10 years. Do you think I'm going?
Happened though.
Well, but not in this neighborhood. That was over in the marketplace.
I'll just go with you just in case.
I don't know if Aura would be upset or not.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think I should just go over and let her know about that.
Okay. But I'm gonna watch you through the window because it's gonna make me feel better.
That's all right, dearie.
Yeah.
You do, of course. Just drink your tea. Everybody, just drink your tea. Everything's all right.
As long as you come back, and when you come back, you drink your tea.
I will be back to drink my tea very soon, I think.
Don't be gone for too long.
I will be back just as soon as I just want to let her know what all is going on. Just so that she knows not to go shopping today, because I think that wouldn't. I don't think it would be good if she went shopping today.
No.
I don't think it would be good to go shopping today.
Granny's gonna go over across the street to Aura's house.
Alex is gonna sit with his tea and watch out the window.
Make a
Julie's does
perception
a
check.
similar thing.
Make a perception check.
I think Nate's probably just perched there as well.
Yeah.
Make fucking perception checks, all of you.
Fucking looking.
Just like dogs staring out a window.
11.
11.
4.
I am grabbing my modifier and rolling. 13.
13.
19.
19.
Thank God for Julius.
Thank God.
I only have a
Mine
plus
is one wisdom is a bitch.
Okay. You all are so focused. Like, this is the end of a little dead-end street.
Yeah.
Not quite a cul-de-sac, but kind of similar. Granny's house is on one side of the street, ours is on the other side of the street, and there is just one more house at the end of the road here, and then a couple more in the other direction where it reconnects with another street. But you watch Granny make her way across this quiet, empty little corner street, in this nice little suburb and trot on up to Ara's doorstep and knock. And there's a heartbeat before coming. Give me 1 second.
Oh, it's all right if you're busy, dearie.
It's another couple of seconds, a reasonable amount of time before footsteps, and then the sound of something unlocking, her chain, and then her deadbolt. And she opens the door, and she looks at you, and she looks normal, little, a nice little kimono you've seen on her before, makes her look nice.
Yes.
The same obi, her nice one.
Yes.
That she likes wearing around. Like a necklace, with some sort of like dark gray stones on it, and her hair sort of hastily tied back up. Hi, Grandma.
Are you busy, dear?
No.
That's, well, I wanted to let you know because we were just out, shopping, and I was taking them around the city, and there's been, something just happened. There was a man stabbed in the marketplace, stabbed to death. He died, sort of in the middle of the marketplace, and it was very, we just saw...
Are you okay?
I'm okay, yes, we came right home. I just wanted to make sure you weren't planning on going shopping today or anything, because it seems like there's quite a bit of trouble going on. A man was stabbed, and he, I think maybe you shouldn't go shopping today.
She kneels down to be eye level with you and puts her hands on her shoulder, and she goes, Grandma,
Yes.
I'm not gonna go shopping today.
That's good. I just wanted to make sure. I just thought it would be good to make sure because there's trouble around. And I think you have to stay safe. It's good to stay safe.
She kind of, like, she won't stop making eye contact with you.
Yeah.
And just, I'm so sorry. You experienced that.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right, dear. It's, these things happen. It's not. I mean, I suppose it's somebody's fault in particular, but, none of that, Matt. It's, it wasn't, I just needed to make sure you knew that there was trouble so that you wouldn't go shopping or anything, because I wanted to make sure you're safe.
Thank you, Grandma.
Of course, dearie.
Are your friends back at...
Yes, they're drinking tea. I made sure they were settled and had some tea, and I just came over to let you know.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure they're all back there safe and everything. No, nobody we know is hurt or any. I didn't recognize the gentleman, but just wanted to make sure that you knew and that everything was okay, and that you were okay, and that you're going to be okay.
She's going to give you a hug.
Hug back.
And then when you release, she kind of stands back up and she goes, why don't we get you just back home, okay?
All right, dearie, that's good. And yes. Let's go home, make sure everybody has their tea and is all settled. And...
She holds your hand as you cross the street.
Of course.
All right. Head back to my house.
Mm-hmm. Julius will go to the front door to meet them.
Same thing. You.
Yes. Hi. I'm watching from the sympathies. Watching you.
Never mind.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe it done this, huh? Hand me more bread?
I think upon seeing them sort of returning, Asta has sort of gone from the window and has started doing dishes.
Everybody stay busy and normal.
We're so normal.
So normal, drinking tea, waiting Granny to come home.
Doing dishes, in part because he's the only one short enough to actually put things at a granny accessible height.
It's true. You are the only one who's really equipped to do dishes properly.
Yeah, so I think he's just started doing dishes as...
Yeah.
Okay, how the fuck do we deal with this?
Ara helps you back up the stairs. and back into the living room, and she goes, Grandma told me someone died.
In the marketplace, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
Whoever it was ended up getting away.
Yeah, they just got stabbed in the street.
That's not a lot happens like that happens here. I'm so sorry.
It's quite unusual. It's a little surprising.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how normal she is.
Yeah, can I
Make
insight
it
her?
How normal are you?
I want to insight her.
Am I able to attempt one
Natural
from doing the dishes?
Disadvantage.
Yo.
Okay.
Dishes disadvantage.
Inside that 15.
15?
22.
22?
With
Nat 20
disadvantage.
for 24.
Okay.
Do you want to set that somewhere that's
Collect.
don't have to hold the bread every time.
Has
you
to
roll.
hold the breath.
It gives you power.
Again? What was your roll?
15.
15.
22.
24.
None of you can entirely. She seems concerned, like genuinely so, particularly for her grandmother. I'm only giving you this because of the nat 20. When you say someone stabbed in the marketplace, particularly, she gets kind of. Like, she wants to know more, but is holding back asking questions. Probably because of her grandmother.
Yeah, I
Who
figured.
has been through a shock. And she just, does she have a teapot, or does she need one? Does it?
Oh, I think I poured myself some tea. Don't worry. I'm sure you have things to do, dearie. Don't worry about me. I can get myself some tea. It's all right.
I have a pot that's just warmed up.
I'll go and get some tea.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
I'll
I'm fine. I just,
Maybe some little cakes. I'm sure I have little cakes. Do you want a little cake?
I just eat.
Butterscotch?
Sure, I'll take a butterscotch.
Yes.
I'm going to go get my tea. Goes to the kitchen, gets herself little tea.
Aster is very polite in moving around so that you can. Because unfortunately, I'm imagining her kitchen as moderately tiny.
Her kitchen, like, she has a step stool to get to her counters, but all of the important plates and drawers and
Yes.
things are on the lower level. She stores nothing in the upper cabinets
Yeah.
that she uses. Anything in the upper cabinets is stuff
Is
that, like,
that for
Aura
Snowball
cooks
to
with.
knock down?
And for Snowball to knock down, yeah.
You see her, she kind of, as Granny goes, you watch her, like, pull one of the blankets out of, like, the little, like, chest of drawers underneath the thing, and she kind of shakes it out. It's a hand-knit blanket, very soft, and she kind of gets that ready for, like, Granny's, like, seat.
Has Snowball been with you this whole time? Like, was she with us on the...
Dead as a scarf on her neck. Looks like a stole, just like...
She does look between the, like, three of you sitting in the and she goes, I think she's quite shaken. Just,
I would be more shocked if she wasn't.
I know, but just try to calm her down, okay?
Yeah,
We do our best.
Granny has never seen death before.
Granny has never seen death before. This is alarming to her.
Alex looks at her, looks at Julius. I mean, the guy, we did recognize the guy who got stabbed as the thing.
Yeah.
But then not like a person we knew, but we saw this guy like come out of a shop with a duffel bag, and then he died.
This was earlier in the day.
Yeah, we like he was like extorting them. So I mean, you've got a reason he got stabbed right there. Guy going around extorting businesses. You know, people don't really like that.
No, no.
I mean,
Alfred is kind of a,
but like, there's various levels of don't like, and I think that is really like a stab you to death don't like, especially if you're doing it a lot.
the fact it's broad daylight and the fact that it was a kill like that in a very popular place doesn't sit right with me. Has this happened before?
Just so broad daylight? No. I mean, we have the occasional violent crime, of course, but it's not like anything like that. No, it's always behind closed doors. Break-ins and the like.
Nothing that would spark you as this sort of thing maybe amping up or something.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I mean, if he was one of the... Well, well, you know, surely, if you saw him.
Are you talking about your cousin?
My What is my... I was talking about the man with the duffel bag, my cousin. No, what about my cousin?
Hello, dearie. Are you sure you don't want any tea?
No, I'm all right.
You're sure? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. I got some for you just in case. There you go. You don't have to drink it. I can take it back.
Thanks, Granny.
Of course.
Julie's just quietly sipping tea again.
I guess I don't know what else to say.
I'm so sorry for, bothering you in the middle of the day, dearie. It's just, I was just, I thought it was important to make sure you knew because, it takes a while sometimes for news to get all the way out.
She's going to help you sit in, like, your favorite little futon.
Sitting in my favorite chair.
Your chair, and she's going to bring the blanket up. This is a blanket that was, like, you had passed down to her mother and come back to you. And she sort of tucks you in it.
Become tucked.
Become cozy.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, dearie. Really, I'm okay. You don't need to worry about me. Doing all right.
That's good. I'm really glad.
It's all right.
Just be sure to take your heart medication.
Yes, I'll take your out. You know I always take my medication.
I know, but
I've got my head on straight, I think, enough to take my medication.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes. But just you be careful, dearie. And just if you need anything, just come on over, all right? All right. Just...
Right.
All right.
She sort of kisses you on the top of your head. And just I do have things. I'm sorry.
Yes, you're busy. Go. Do whatever you need to do, dearie. Just be careful. Just look after yourself.
She finishes off her tea and she pulls her shawl up and around a little tighter, and as she sort of quickly moves back into her house, little like wooden sandals up against the stone road, and then into her house, and she's gone.
Julius looks a little bit like oopsie right now.
Alex is looking at Julius.
Yeah, I can tell.
And is not stopping.
Sometimes he's unwise, I will say.
I think Ixalia is like...
Everyone is like... dead silent.
Yeah, I think...
Looking at Julius.
Except for Granny, who is just chilling.
And
Does
Asta-
Granny notice everyone is like judging
Presumably, yeah.
Julius? Does she see?
Is everyone all right?
I just made an off-color joke. It's fine.
Yeah, you know, forgot the company for a second. You know how it is.
All right.
Forget myself on occasion.
Well, it's probably nothing I haven't heard before. Hear a lot of interesting jokes in 242 years.
Have you
Yeah,
heard about the
what
one
are
with
the
the
best
sailor
ones?
and the crow?
Perhaps you two had best talk to each other about that. That sounds like a better arrangement than me teaching old jokes.
Oh,
Okay, old jokes are the best jokes. And here's the thing, I might know some of them from my time, and we might be the same time, you know?
We might know some of the same jokes.
They're oldies for a reason.
Oldies but goodies.
that is true, Nima dear. That's very true.
Granny will successfully be deflected away from questioning Julius to tell jokes, to tell dirty jokes from 200 years ago.
How many of them does Alex know?
A good, like, 60-70%.
Yeah!
There's some that she has to translate from Gnomish that you've never heard before.
The old gnomish jokes,
Oh.
you know how those ones go.
I'm sure I have some good ones in Giant.
You have some brilliant ones in Giant.
Yeah!
Giants have an underappreciated mastery for the art of puns.
Yes.
This is true. Yes, so...
That's what they say about giants.
Yeah.
Ixalia at some point does, I'm going to say, sneak off to just kind of do a quick check of the perimeter.
Little patrol.
Yeah, blocks, a little patrol.
As a treat.
And as it creeps towards dinner time and the sun starts sinking lower into the sky, is there anything you would like to do? Or talk about?
Have we been informed Ando is coming over for dinner?
Oh, I forgot to. In character, probably yes, she would have mentioned before dinner time. She'd be like,
Oh, Ondo said he was coming over this evening, so we'll have him for company, hopefully. So just to let you all know, he'll be over. I need to cook something.
so she would have like done that before starting to get ready for dinner. But unless she's not gonna bring up any other particular points of conversation.
It would be kind of funny if he just ambushed us and was like, well, we only have enough dishes for...
No, I'm a good host.
Ixalia does, at one point, look at you, Julius, and go,
The cousin. Really?
Listen, not my brightest moment.
no, it's really not.
Fuck off, Ix.
I mean, I was gonna just straight up say he looked Cajun. But not bring anyone else into it.
This is both a me slip up and a Ren slip up. My brain went 2 steps ahead of where it
Julia's
should have
low
been.
wisdom moment, iconic though, legitimately.
Yeah.
Ren, too smart, Julius,
Okay, can someone do me a solid and get this thing open?
I got you, buddy.
Look, Julia's intelligence 3. His wisdom just a 1.
Thank you.
Nice.
I think Asta does kind of like grab someone and go, what happened while I was doing dishes?
Who did he
Look,
grab?
I just wanted answers a little bit, and I said the wrong thing. It's fine.
Julius fucked up.
It happens all the time.
Oh, just-
Granny is making fried rice.
and pointedly ignoring her whispering children.
People are whispering in the living room. She is making fried rice.
Surely it'll be fine. It's fine.
The fried rice comes out lovely.
This is going to
Look,
be a
if
real
she
treat.
doesn't know that he's involved with that sort of thing, I mean, it's eventually going to come out.
Is it?
Yes. He's not being subtle about it.
Yeah, that is true. We got there and I was like, wow, this guy looks like Cage, you know?
Skull.
Skull. Sorry. Oh no, not Cage. Skull. You're
I'm
Cage.
Cage.
They're Skull. I got
It's
Golden.
okay.
Sorry, I got Golden Skull and Gilded Cage twisted in my
It's
head
very easy to
because
do
they're
that.
so similar. I was just gonna say it. I was just gonna tell her we thought he was Skull. Not, and then
Well, technically the one that died was... Yes. So...
It's weird though that, you know, Granny's smart. How does she not?
I think it's willful ignorance. It's a little, you know.
It's a lot of will.
She's very smart.
She's very willful.
She's very willful. Sentences about Granny.
It's true. She can and will deny reality, and that's just what she does. As far as I've known her, and
Frying my rice. Frying my rice.
I know.
I love her though dearly.
Y'all.
How much? Here's the thing. How much? We should at least talk to her about our suspicions regarding the dead guy, right? We don't need to bring anyone else into it. We can just be like, hey, he looked like skulls. I'm worried about the activity. You know the signifiers of skulls just as well as the rest of us do.
Yeah, I think that might be.
And I, you know, and if she goes into denial mode about there being skulls in the city, that's fine. We don't have to like push her on it if she doesn't want it. But
We do need to let her know at
She
least
should
our
know.
worries.
yeah, but we don't have to give her. We don't have. Not any of our suspicions about anyone else doesn't really super tie into this, right?
I mean, we have no proof yet, so.
Yeah, this is true.
It's just a suspicion. It's just, you know, here's what we're thinking. We're a party. We should all stay informed.
We do need to talk with her. This is something we've been talking about for the last 2 days. At least.
Yeah. On one hand, I feel bad not telling her things. On the other hand, I'm like, well, she clearly doesn't want to know. And it might be
They're
bad
in
for
this
her.
mess because they don't talk to her about things. That's what it feels like. Or at least some of this mess.
No, I think they're in
Granny
their own
pulled-
messes.
Granny pulls the rice off the fire about now.
All right, this is just about done. We're getting. So if you all want to help us, if anybody could help me set the table, that would be lovely.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll get the
Thank you.
Alex, everything is at. Well, it's about here on me.
It's a little short for you,
Oh,
dearie, but
yeah, maybe someone else just said that.
I
Well, you
will
can
get the
hand me
cups.
things and I'll
Yes,
put them
I
on
can
the
hand you
table.
things.
Yeah.
sounds good, dearie.
It's probably a bad idea to fit me in the kitchen.
It's all right.
You're able to like get like the table is still a little low. You would never be able to even like fold your knees underneath it comfortably, but like you
He's sitting cross-legged.
Sits crisscross applesauce
crisscross
at table.
applesauce. Granny has a couple of like standing like
Expansion things.
like trays.
Serving
like
things.
serving trays that she can put out for those of you that are too big.
Yeah.
Almost like this is a consistent part of her life.
It's almost like Granny has family members who are slightly taller than her.
And another plate out for Ando. I mean, yes. Ando.
Yes.
Plate for Ando.
Possibly having prepped one for if he brings a friend with him.
I have not prepped enough for
Okay.
Ando to bring a friend. That is, Irene has done enough for her grandkids.
Fair enough.
That is how many plates she has, and that is how many plates she has.
If they're hungry later, they can get McDonald's.
If they're hungry, they can go to McDonald's. Yes. Getting ready.
Yeah.
Dinner time.
All right, well, just have to wait for Ando to get here, and then we can eat. Does anybody want anything else before? Little snacks, candy, tea, anything?
Take a Werther's.
We'll take a Werther's. Here's a Werther's for you, dearie.
Thank you, Granny.
There you go, dear.
Is my grandson arriving? Is he here yet?
No, he's not here yet.
He's not here yet.
I'll keep an eye out.
Make a perception check.
Oh, should we double check if he's coming?
Oh, maybe I should. Maybe I should.
Yeah. I mean, after like the scare in the marketplace
I
today.
should double check if he's coming. Ando, Rondo, dear. It's Granny letting you know dinner's ready. There's enough for you if you're going to be here. Let me know if you won't be. Hope you're safe. Love you, dear.
On my way. Slightly delayed by work. My apologies.
All right, he's on his way. Everything is good. Everything is good. He was just a little running late, you know, sometimes. It's just that kind of a day, and I think it is that kind of a day. Just for everyone, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Of course. Well, let's still wait to eat then. Does anybody else want anything before we eat?
I think I'm alright. Thank you, Granny.
All right, that's good. Do you want
Julius is
another
going-
burger?
Julius gonna just like gay little hold on like the sofa with like his sketchbook. Just
Everybody's lounging, you know.
he's like
everywhere.
lounging a little bit. Yeah.
Alex
Chillin'.
is sitting there. He has no activities.
Granny is pacing.
I think Nagi particularly tries to talk to you, Granny. Like, can I pet Snowball?
Yes. No, you will be a good kitty, nice kitty, and be enjoy yourself, dear. Why don't you?
Pulls her off the neck, drops, goes over somewhere else, pacing. Fretting. Wait for grandson to arrive.
Snowball, when she won't play with me.
Well, Snowball. Sometimes she's just not in the mood to play, dearie. That's, you know, it's okay. Sometimes, I'll take her back. You want to be a scarf again? Yes. All right. You should cheer up a little bit when Ando's here, though. You know he likes to see you.
Snowball starts rumbling on your shoulders.
Good. Yes, that's what I thought. All right. I mean, I can get some toys for you, Nagi, to play with if you want. What sort of toys do you? We have little board games and card games. There's blocks if you want to build with blocks. We can build with blocks. I've got to go.
Goes into one of the bedrooms, pulls out a chest from under the bed of what is clearly toys from like 30 years ago. Blocks for Nagi.
Yeah. Nid would probably join in, and they're planning block towers.
Yes.
The likes of which have not been seen here for 30 years.
Yeah, this is a far cry from Ara's little baby block towers when she was 10. This is some advanced block tower level shit right here.
Julius flips to another page, starts drawing them play blocks.
Aww. Alex is sitting there. We gotta get this cow some hobbies.
For the love of God, get him a hobby.
The rice is starting to get a little cold.
Well, if all of you want to start eating, that's okay. You should start eating before it gets too cold.
We can leave it.
It's starting to get cold.
We can leave the pot on the edge of the hearth. That'll keep it pretty warm.
Yes, but I don't want to delay you all. You should eat.
I'm gonna
Are you gonna eat?
I'll wait for Ando.
I'm gonna wander up a little bit. I'm gonna send a send to Ando.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming.
I'm so stressed.
Hey.
Morning after, evening after.
Jesus!
Wow.
I love you so much, and I love the expression you made.
Julius is sending the "Hey, you up?" text. Like, no, this is where you're wrong.
You're worrying your grandmother.
Ooh.
Get here in like 5 minutes, or we're just going to eat without you.
First off, rude. Is that any way you treat the bed partner?
Yes.
Second off, go ahead and eat. I'll be there in a minute.
He's not fucking coming, guys.
Julius is gonna come back in. Let's just eat. Come on, Granny.
I'll wait for him, dearie. You all should eat. I'll wait for him.
At least eat a little bit.
Not smart suggestion to make.
It doesn't quite taste as good reheated, maybe.
No. That's why you all should eat. I will wait, and you should eat. I'm going to wait for him.
Please.
We could go over there.
No, dearie, we should stay right here where it's safe.
Yeah, maybe
We,
not.
we should stay right here where it's safe. You all should eat your rice. It's good. I'm proud of it. I think it turned out very well. And I will wait for Ando.
Thank you, Nana.
Yes. Everybody eat.
Granny's gonna sit by the window.
Okay. Make a perception check. The rice is delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's another 6. 9 total.
The lights in Ara's house are off. You're having fun with this.
Oh man.
I love this dynamic of everyone actually around the dining table as I do this.
I want to see damn it.
The sun is starting to go down.
Is everybody enjoying the rice?
It's lovely, thank you.
Very good.
You should have some.
Thank you.
Oh, really, I'm going to wait for Ando.
You know, he did say I did contact him a little bit earlier. He did say he was going to be running a little late, so to
And it
enjoy
was
the
best-
food without him.
He said he was running a little late, but I'd still rather not eat until he gets here. I'd really like to see him before I eat. I'd rather wait until he's here.
I'm worried he's not coming.
He said he was coming. He said he was on his way. He was just held up by work. He's busy these days. It's his. He's always
his
busy.
work could be a
He's-
real jerk right now,
He's
you know.
always busy around this time, so sometimes he gets delayed, and that's okay. That's all right. Sometimes you get delayed, and that's not a bad thing. Sometimes there are just delays, and it doesn't necessarily mean that anything's wrong or that anyone's not coming. It just means that he's not here yet, and I'm going to wait for him before we eat.
Aster is going to, once we have served, is very much going to take the pot that the fried rice is in and put it on the corner of the hearth so it will stay semi-warm.
Stay a little warm.
It wouldn't be a hearth then, but it would be very similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
The sun's gone down at this point, right? Or
It's
very
going
close.
down.
Help me make more tea, Granny.
Oh yes, I'll make more tea for you, dearie.
I'm just trying to keep her busy and distracted.
Granny,
What if I look out the window?
Make a perception check.
Granny makes tea
Gonna send
with
him
me
in
or
or
something.
You've been betraying me, but I'll try you one more time.
Betrayal.
I rolled a 2.
No.
So that's gonna be, I think that's a 7 total. It is. I also noticed the lights in our house being off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that.
Sending.
I don't know if should I say. Well, I don't know about the Aura thing.
Can I? Can I send Snowball over to Aura's house just to sniff around and listen and look and see if it seems like anybody's home?
Sure. Make a perception for Snowball.
She's just gonna. Irene's just gonna real casual, like poof Snowball off her shoulders, poof her out into the front yard through the window, and let her run off. I can't roll for shit.
Where is my girl?
This bra is on inside out.
Respectable.
What?
My bra's on inside out.
That's
Well done, my love.
That's only a 12.
The lights are off.
Lights are off.
Front door's locked.
Front door's locked.
No one's inside.
No one's inside.
Oh, good.
Back cellar door's open.
Oh.
Like open or just unlocked?
Open.
Irene is going to sort of pause in the middle of whatever she's doing when she gets that information from Snowball.
I think I should go next door. One moment. I'm just going to go
check on something. She's walking out her front door. Walking away.
She looks visibly
Concerned. She's sending Snowball to look in the basement ahead of her. She's walking over and sending Snowball to enter open door
Yes, we should go with.
Okay.
as she's
Joyce
walking.
is gonna go a little shortly after.
Yeah, Alex is also
Yeah,
going.
we all.
I don't think Nin's even trying to hide that she's following. She's just
Well,
going with.
actually, if everyone else is going, Alex is going to stay in the house.
Okay.
Just to make sure that we don't leave it abandoned.
Asta is gonna give you. Is gonna cast light on one of his hairpins, and if this goes out, we need you there. Okay?
It's to Alex.
What?
He's putting light on one of his hairpins, and if this goes out, we need you right now.
All right.
It will last for an hour, so if it goes out after an hour, it's fine. But if it goes out without dimming,
Wait, hold on. Alex is going to grab. So, I don't even know what Alex grabs from his bag.
Yeah.
It's an item and also does light and hands it to Asta and is like,
Trade off.
same thing applies.
It's a bamboo like writing stick.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the rudimentary signaling that does not require spell slots.
Hell yeah. That's actually really creative. I love that.
Yeah.
Take an inspiration if you don't already have one.
What does Snowball see in basement?
She trots down the cellar stairs, and Ara's cellar is pretty small.
Yeah.
It's something you've thought about in case of
I didn't understand
monsoon.
that. I want to look at.
How small it is, just like as a possible safety shelter.
Yeah.
It should only be, but a fraction of her house.
Yep.
Snowball catches the scent of something. Dirt outside. But it's coming from behind Ara's family shrine. Snowball can't get under it. It's too much on the floor. It's too pushed up against the wall that she can't wiggle.
Okay.
Well, we
Irene
are
is-
following.
I wanted. That's 26 words. Give me a sec. Okay. I have a sending for Ara.
Okay.
Hey, it's Alex. You good? Noticed your house is dark. Hope you're safe considering what's happening. Let me know if yet not. Yes or no works. I can paste that in the...
I'm alright. I had dinner plans. College side of town. I'm fine. But thanks.
That's where we saw the incident, wasn't it?
Market side.
Market side.
Okay.
Irene?
Can I can't insight check a sending response, can
You
I?
can at disadvantage.
I would like to try. All right.
Your DC is going to be pretty high.
I figured I'm just gonna make the attempt. No, that's not happening. I rolled a 3 on the dice.
Irene, what are you doing?
Irene is walking across the street to Ara's house, walking around behind the house, and going to the cellar, and going down the stairs, and looking around. And when she notices that the party is following her, oh, you all should probably go back home. You should go.
You might need a spare pair of hands.
No, it's alright.
Does she seem all there right now? Like,
Roll on insight.
Can I also attempt?
Go for it.
yeah, maybe someone who's good at insight should. Ooh, not 20 though. For
Yeah.
19.
17.
she's obviously not okay.
No, but
Can I
is there-
answer the not all there question?
Yeah.
She is so extremely there in a way you're not sure you have seen her be since coming to Yumsong. She is there.
Okay.
And very focused. Not okay.
Okay.
I just would like to take a look and make sure everything is all right, and shut the door if everything is, and then we can all go back home.
And if it's not, I'd like to be able to help you.
I'm sure everything is okay. I'm sure everything is okay.
We'll wait, but promise you won't run off, okay?
You just... Yes, I'm going into the basement. Oh, I hate it when I go into this basement.
We'll be right here, Granny.
Going to go down, look at the shrine that Snowball is looking at.
It's the sort of thing that definitely moves, right? Like, there's definitely something going on back here.
I mean, you get the sense, certainly, that from what Snowball has said and from what you have long suspected, there is something behind this. You haven't known that it's behind this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know the inside of the shrine. You've seen her at it. You've seen her mother, her father, her grandparents. And but it's closed right now.
Need to make a roll to see if Granny's gonna, like, be good or bad.
Could be bad. Let's get a plate of fries and be a little bad.
You know how it is.
Okay. Granny is going to say... Julius, dear, would you come down here?
Of course. Julius will go down and meet Granny.
Can I tell you something, dearie?
Of course, I'm all ears.
I'm very, very worried.
Alright. Is there something I can do to help with that?
I think Ara would be very upset if I was down here.
Well, considering, she's already somewhat messed up with me, I think it would be fine if I did something for you in your stead. Julius put hand on your hand.
There's a secret room in this basement, and I think it's behind the shrine, and I would like to see what's in there, please.
Okay. Would you like me to take Snowball with me?
I think I would just like to figure out how to get on in there, and I'm not sure I have any idea how to do that sort of thing. But you're the sort of folk, I think you could probably figure out how to figure it out.
Cracks knuckles. Good thing I'm familiar with shrines.
Make an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. I'll roll this dice and those are bad rolls. Both of them. Well, not bad, but is it investigation?
Mm-hmm.
That's just a 14.
Yeah, so you actually noticed what Snowball noticed when you. So the shrine is like in a little cabinet, right? Like a boudoir almost, like coming, like not pressed into the walls like a piece of furniture. And as you sort of like start to run your hands down the side, you can feel just in the little tiny gap between the wall and the cabinet, you can feel just the tiniest little bit of a temperature differential. And yeah, Granny's right. There's something behind here. You don't find any like hinges or anything specifically so visible. It might be able to be physically moved, but it also looks very heavy. And when you kind of open the front, like even just to like look and see, just try to make sure you can't find an obvious backside, it is pretty full. Her family shrine carries a lot of images. And knowing Aura, having sort of seen the way she moves and her body, you don't think she would be strong enough to move this on her own, if that's the case. So there's gotta be something in this basement. You're just not sure what.
Is there anything weird about the shrine that, like... Is there anything that, like, vibes off in the shrine itself because it's so similar to, like, mine and I've known, like, I've been with her the whole time? Like, is there anything... any weird sus things that I could notice through Granny Power?
Make an investigation check with advantage.
Sweet, sweet Granny
Hey,
Power boys.
who's back at Granny's house? It's me.
You and Nagi.
That is going to be...
If you need us over there, you can dismiss the light.
It is more like I would like to communicate the reply from Aura to people.
Nagi can like run over to the little group standing outside.
I'll tell Nagi the gist of what I got from Aura and ask her to go and let them know.
Esther
Yeah.
conveys information.
I also
Right,
forget
okay.
Nin has message as well in case we need it.
Oh, sick. Do I have message?
Why do you all have message?
That was...
I don't
have message.
And send it.
I don't have message. I have light, mending, sacred flame, spare the dying.
You
although
all
I should
have
train-
sending and message capabilities.
How do you, you can switch out cantrips at level, right?
At level, yes. Okay, 18 investigation.
18 investigation.
As Julius is kind of like poking around like the bottom and the top, you kind of reopen the front where Julius has left it a little ajar. Most everything seems in place. Hers is a lot of everything in it is like the same or similar, especially the image reproductions, right? Like you have an old sketch of Ev, but you have the original one.
Yeah.
She has a good copy.
Yeah.
But copy. And she has them sort of arranged a little bit in different places. For example, her mother is much more front and center than like Ev is in specific.
Yeah.
She never met Ev.
Right.
Or even really her grandparents, but they're there.
Yeah.
So it is arranged a little differently, but you've seen this shrine before. There was a time where you were spending a lot of time at this shrine with her.
Yeah.
It is not so much that there is a dust pattern, because you both are very good at keeping your shrines well maintained.
Yeah.
Instead, there is almost like a little bit of a light staining. Like, you know, when something is exposed to sunlight and it washes out a little bit. There is just a little bit of a light staining that the copy of Ev's portrait is moved ever so slightly. You can see the edge of where the light staining starts and stops.
Okay. I want to fuck with Ed's portrait.
You pull it down, and there, in the panel of the wood, no bigger than probably her thumb, a small circular button painted the same color of the wood.
Pushes the button.
Push the button. There's a click. And then it swings forward. It's sort of odd, you see the turning point of the shrine is actually sort of built into the back on an angle, so there's no hinges visible to the side, but it turns ever so slightly so that like a corner of it is still jutting into this room that you have now revealed. The reality of Ara's cellar takes up much more than should be her property bounds. And you can see crates upon crates on shelves, few of which are dust touched at all. You can see things hidden by drop cloths. There's a distinctly herbal smell to the air.
Weed cellar.
Have I gone?
You're right there, so you're...
Do I recognize?
You do.
Son of a bitch.
There is far too many things here for it all
To be.
blood-red.
Nice.
And in one corner, you can see spilling down from a half unset man cover moonlight.
Moonlight?
For the sunset light.
Oh.
As it just catches through an alternate exit. How far? Sorry. So there are two exits to the cellar.
Yes.
One back the way you came in.
One through her cellar and one through a manhole cover.
One through a manhole cover that seems to have an exit. Possibly, you're trying to do math.
Yeah.
The size of the cellar extends mostly like forward and to the side, right? And you're trying to do it, and you realize that manhole is at the intersection of the street that would turn down to yours.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, question answered. Nobody's here. Someone was. Forgot to close the door, or maybe left it open on purpose. Two doors. We should head back. I'm sure Andre will be over soon, and I think I would like to talk some things through.
Would you like to talk with the rest of the group about this?
I think I would like to talk some things through. Let's just leave this as we found it. Why don't we?
I think that's smart.
Alright.
Go back. Close.
Clicks.
Fix picture. Close.
Back up and out the cellar.
Julie's so concerned about how much is there.
Leave door open. Walk back to house.
It's alright. I think I'm going to have some ice.
Mrs. Doris, she's good. You know,
That's good. I'm glad she's alright. I hope she
with friends on the college side.
knows her basement door is open.
Oh, that's no good.
No, it's really not.
What'd you find in the basement?
Oh, you know, just some boxes and things. I'm very, very worried about this whole situation, you see, because it all seems to sort of have come down to this, I don't know, sort of thought of this turf war of sorts, I guess. That's what people have been using those words of, like, oh, this drama and dramatics between criminal organizations, and that's all very, very, you know, out of my depth. I wouldn't know anything about that. It's very, very
interesting how these things work, all these rivalries playing out and all of that.
I have a question. Have we ever seen Ara without her necklace?
The necklace is new. The shawl is not.
It's the funniest thing, you know, because you don't expect these things. I'm not upset by them, but I don't expect them. And I don't really know how to approach it in conversation. But things all seem to be handled, everyone seems to be safe, everyone seems to be well taken care of, you know. And then I still don't know how to approach it in conversation. So I don't. And I didn't. And I still haven't. And now we're sort of at a place where it doesn't seem like anybody's very safe at all, and it seems like everything is really quite dangerous, and it seems like there's an awful lot of trouble. And it would be very nice if I knew
What happened?
the best way to sort of approach this, because it's not as though I can really pick a side.
No. And it would be cruel to make you.
And I really don't want either of the sides to win in terms of broader consequences.
Julius grabbed blanket.
But I don't need the blanket, dearie.
Okay.
It's more for Ara's comfort than for mine. I think that we're in a little bit of a pickle.
Would you like to fill in the rest, Granny?
I don't really know how to describe it. It's really, I mean, it's her business, I shouldn't say.
It would probably help clear up some things.
Really shouldn't say it is her business, but I think my granddaughter is involved with some things that are pretty dangerous and not altogether the best. I don't know how long it's been. I mean, presumably, I would have to guess it was around when her mother died. I don't know what she's up to really in terms of specifics. I don't know.
We saw some people drop off boxes at her house, and she seemed...
Yes, that sort of is the routine. She has an awful lot of basic boxes in that old cellar of hers, and
upset about it.
they're very heavy, and she doesn't want me poking around the boxes because they're very heavy and they might fall on poor old Granny. I'm sure that's the only reason why she doesn't want me poking around the boxes now, isn't it? But the problem is, there's Ara, and whatever she's up to, I support her as long as she's happy and it makes her safe. I would support her with anything. I would do anything for her. There's also Ando, and he's certainly not an accountant.
Yeah.
He certainly isn't an accountant.
He's an accountant.
No, he's not an accountant. He has never been an accountant, and that's okay. I support him as long as he's happy and he's safe. I would do anything for him. Of course I would do anything for him. But we have a problem, Alex. Do you know what the problem is?
They're both criminals.
But that's not even the problem. That's not even the problem.
Are safe.
Neither of them are safe. Because of what both of them are doing, which is a very, very tricky situation to be in, because I would do anything for either one of them, and I don't know what to do to keep them both safe, because working to help one is working against the other, and that's a very tricky, and it all comes back down to, on a fundamental level, it all comes back down to, of course, they couldn't just get along. Yeah. I know why they can't get along, but
I think Ando didn't come to dinner because of the stabbing.
Oh, of course he didn't come to dinner because of the stabbing. Yeah, he's very busy.
Yeah,
he's very busy right now. It's a very exciting time.
He's so busy dealing with the stabbing.
At
probably.
work, yes, because, when one of your co-workers gets murdered in the middle of the street by the rival crime organisation, that tends to cause some problems. And I wonder what what Ara's up to. It couldn't have anything to do with the man who was murdered in the street for the rival crime organization. No, of course not. It would never be that.
Yeah, why would
it would never be that. Why would that would be absurd.
Okay.
That would be absurd.
Okay.
Take a breath.
That would be legitimately absurd.
Nana?
Who would have come to such conclusions? Not me. Certainly I would never come to such conclusions. No, old Granny's going senile.
No, you're not.
I know I'm not, dearie.
Ara thinks so.
I know Ara does. I know they do. Because what other conclusion could they come to? It's been in my face, fully and openly, for years. And I haven't noticed. No, I've gone on my little trips, haven't I? Oh, Granny, why don't you go out on this thing? And then you come home, and there's been some interesting local events that I just so happen to have conveniently missed. And my passport got expedited for no reason. I wonder why that might be. I wonder who might have told them to do that. It's, just the little things. It's of course, why would I notice? Why would I notice? There's no reason I would notice.
I feel like perhaps this is a bad idea, but I feel like an intervention of sorts is something we need to do.
What am I going to say to them? What could I possibly say to them?
Tell them that they're breaking their grandma's heart.
Then not. I'd be happy for them to do crime for the rest of their lives if they were happy.
As long as they were safe.
It's not. They can do whatever they want. I will always support them. I'm glad they like their career choices if they do. I really do. I really do support them. It's just, I can't tell them why it's such a problem. Because they don't know. They don't know. They dislike each other because their parents dislike each other. They don't dislike each other because of the crime. They dislike each other because Adeline and Amiel never once got along in their whole life, and they didn't like each other because Leon and Eli were fighting before they died. It all just stems out. They don't like each other for reasons completely unrelated to their, career choices, so I can't explain why it's such a problem.
Maybe if they both knew they were criminals, they would start getting along better.
Because the criminal gangs don't like each other anymore.
Common.
If they were in the same gang, then yes, of course, it would be good for their cousin relationship. But if not, they're different ones. I don't know what to do.
Look, as one of the resident crime people, that kind of does actually help, like, a little bit.
Okay.
Does it really, do you think?
Why do you think I got along with Soju?
That's true.
He tried to kill me, Granny, and you guys want to give him, I don't know, a cookie?
Well, here's the thing, dearie. He was going to kill Aura if we hadn't let him go. That's why I needed him to be let go, so he could tell people to not kill my granddaughter. Because the grandkids aren't the only ones involved in this sort of mess. No, they have to get it from somewhere, don't they?
Okay. So what's the problem?
Eat some rice.
Food, and then is there a problem we are dealing with tonight?
The problem that my grandson said he would come to dinner and then never showed up. The problem that my granddaughter's basement door was left open and the manhole cover is open. I don't know who left those open, but I doubt it was her. She's really very careful about this sort of thing, So there's something. The fact that a man was murdered in the middle of the street for doing the job my grandson tells him to
I don't know. Okay.
There's many problems that need addressing, Asta, and I don't know how to approach any of them.
But
It's got a relatively short range, but I can possibly find one of them. But it has a relatively short range. Do you remember that trick I did in the manor?
I don't want to track them down.
Okay.
I don't. There's no need to track them down. As long as they're okay, I do hope he's okay.
And look, we can, at the very least...
To do another sending, I suppose.
At the very least, Ando knows that I know. It's easy to know.
Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. I wasn't sure if I should even bring you all home or not, considering, everything. Not that I didn't want you to meet them, but I was a little bit nervous, about. Well,
Understandable.
all of them.
Ixalia has pulled out a sake bottle and is like pouring it into little cups and starting to hand it out.
Look,
No one knows where they got it from.
no. Julius is also just gonna sip on his.
Okay.
Ando said he was coming over for dinner, and I think I should let him know that it's all right if he can't make it. Because if he's worrying about having to make it over here, then, I don't want him to be concerned. So, I'm going to let him know that it's all right if he can't make it.
Granny, I think it would be a good idea to at least talk with Ando at some point about this. I know that. Look, the only reason I'm saying this is because we can just say that this is something that could catch up other family than just you.
Well, saying that to him still puts a target on Aura's back. Mm-hmm. Because he has me, and he has Aura. He has his parents, sort of, I suppose. But I don't think it would jump to their minds, and I really don't think that he would suspect me. So it still puts a target on Aura's back. Anytime I'm explicit about anything, even vague, even if I try to dance around it, it's there's only 3 of us. There's only 3 of us left. We don't. It's not like there's a lot of places to spread the blame around, or the suspicion, or any of it. I don't know what I am meant to do that won't get both of them killed. I don't know what I'm meant to do that won't get both of them killed. But they'll both be killed if I do nothing.
Okay.
That's how this works. So I just need to... I'm going to send him a message and say it's all right if he can't make it. And then I'm going to think about what else I'm going to send him a message first.
Granny's gonna cast another sending.
All right, hit me with it.
Just gonna freestyle this, so I hope it's 25 words-ish.
Ando dear, if you're busy, I know you must be busy. Don't worry about coming over tonight. It's, troublesome out there. Don't worry about me if you're busy. It's all right.
The response you get is a little hushed. Like he's trying to keep his voice down a little. Of course, I always worry about you. I like it. I am sorry that I have to cancel. I will see you soon, I promise. Kisses for Snowball.
Yeah! Kisses for Snowball!
Kisses for Snowball is the only acceptable thing for a man to end a sending with. That's why Soshu and Ando are the only 2 men.
Shout out to criminals.
Criminals know how to treat Snowball.
So true. That's because like recognizes like. Irene kisses Snowball on her little baby head and says that it's from Ando. And then she sits down in her little chair.
Snowball looks up at you.
What? Yes, I know, dearie. He can't come over tonight, but he'll be over another time. I'll see him soon.
Snuggles up against your neck.
Thank you, dearie. Anyway. Alright. Ando can't make it. She's all right. He's busy. A man was stabbed.
Yes, that would do it.
That would do it, wouldn't it?
Well, the only other option that I can think of at this point is to get in between the two feuds. And that, quite honestly, is the dumbest fucking idea I can think of that would kind of...
We've worked with stupider.
I'm good at getting in the way.
You're not wrong. He's wrong, though. He's not wrong.
Killed Parker.
True. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. We've done stupider shit.
Okay. I actually don't think we've done stupider.
It is a pretty shit idea. I'm throwing things at the wall and seeing
Okay.
what sticks.
What if No.
I only say it. I only say it because we can't tell them who they are to each other. It's not gonna fucking work because they're going to try.
And kill
It's
each
a
other.
bad fucking idea.
Yes, there's no get along shirt that will fix that problem. I've tried. Just to let everybody know, get along shirts don't work.
No, it just makes them hate me more.
It's not a good method.
Aura sulked for 40 minutes until you took it off of her and Ando wouldn't shut up.
Yep. Correct. Did not work.
How did that shirt work given a size difference as well?
Carefully.
A big shirt.
It was more like once it was like sort of cut on an angle, so like one side was bigger and then it sort of shrinks on the other side, you know?
God.
I don't think we can. That's the problem, see, because the problem is their careers are part of fundamentally opposed organizations. And those fundamentally opposed organizations are not going to resolve anything because of the fundamental opposition. So they're always going to continue doing this. And those two are always going to continue doing that. And so the only thing that we can do is hope that somehow they never cross paths and hope that neither of them gets killed for unrelated reasons. And that's just a lot of hoping. That never seems to work out all that. So, I don't know. I don't want them to quit their jobs. I don't think they can quit their jobs. I don't think that was how this works. I don't think they can get out of this.
Yeah, that would make
So
them
the-
killed even more.
Exactly. So they're both in this. And
I mean, I ran Irish. I mean, I ran pretty far.
oh, yes, dear, but they still found you.
Could we fake their deaths?
They still found Ix.
Yeah, I did do that part too.
They still found Ix.
We,
And Ix can change their whole being. So Aura and Ando can't. They're gnomes.
I'm
elves.
okay. We could do the same thing we did and like smash everybody's blood again. Find out where the blood is and smash all of it.
I mean, sure, maybe that helps. For
And-
one side of the affairs, that might help with the devils, yes. The skulls are something completely different. I don't know. He's not a...
You could find out.
Have you seen his house? He's not like a petty level person. He's an important person. You know, he's friends with the mayor's daughter. He talks to a lot of very important people. And just sort of... people would want to know where he went. And they would never agree to it anyway. They're stubborn. Both of them.
We recruit them.
What?
To the cage. What? And then put them into witness protection. This is my only idea.
Hey, I mean, we did do it with Bang, I guess.
It's a
quit your day jobs, go work for this smaller gang.
It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, but it's all I've got, okay?
Bad idea, gang.
Bad idea, gang. Let's go.
Okay.
Toasting our sake glasses.
Right.
I don't know what I'm meant to do in this situation. It's my own fault. It is. But I don't know what I can do at this point to fix it.
Granny, I think the best that we can do at this moment is to figure out more information about what is going to happen and how it's going to happen. And we're going to try and affect that a little bit so that there's not as much of a conflict as there could be. Because at this point, in about 2 days to 4 days, whatever that is, there's going to be a conflict between those two.
There's already a conflict.
Worse!
I knew it. I knew.
But this is my only option. If we can't have this happen, we aren't going to let it happen. It's just that we don't have the information that we need to be able to do something about
I
it.
don't know even how one goes about acquiring information, if I'm being perfectly honest. That sort of information. I mean, plenty of other information is very easy to find. I don't know. You know, it's not like I knew right away. You know,
It's the only piece of advice that I can give you at this point.
I try to figure out what's going to happen. I don't know.
Do I know anything useful right now?
Make a history check, Cal.
That might be okay. 16?
So,
How much isn't spoilers is the real question.
yeah. So I'm trying to play off of. So, like, give me a second to process this. This kind of thing. Two diametrically opposed groups, completely open to various forms of violence.
Yeah. I assume I'm not unfamiliar.
You're not
And I'm
unfamiliar.
Probably very familiar.
I would say you're very familiar, but more in that most of the time your personal solution involved skipping town.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, you know.
It would.
Yeah. We're not the type to fuck around and or find out.
So
That's alright.
you've never seen what happens when one of these things goes up. At least not directly. You've heard the stories.
Would I be not because of, but because places where there's a lot of sudden death, we don't necessarily get involved, but there ends up being a lot of DCO work because there's a lot, because mass graves and tending to the dead, all of that is.
Roll a history check or a religion as well. I'm going to finish with Alex's.
Yes, sorry.
Not every single one ends up with, let's say, a Shakespearean tragedy remaining number of actors. Some of them have more. Some.
I don't like tragedy being used here.
Your best bet, you think, whatever caused this, there's usually one or two main foci. One, either there is a resource both groups want, or at some point, somebody got insulted. Either
are easy fixes.
Neither are very easy fixes at all. Especially not with groups like this, with egos like this, and superiors breathing down their necks like this.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of fucked.
Yeah. You.
19 on the religion.
19 on the religion.
They tried that!
We're leaving the country.
I know they tried that already. What if we tried it again? What if we left the continent?
What if we left
Harder?
Again,
Let's
just
go
take
to
him with us.
Why don't we just go to the Feywild?
The one,
Yeah.
the one place untouched by criminal gangs. Space!
Spelljammer time!
So, I have a secondary question.
Okay.
We made a pretty reasonable assumption that those poor bastards who got killed by the assassin mines were either skulls or hired by skulls. Mm-hmm. Or either skulls or bankrolled on skull money.
Yeah.
This has been brewing for a lot longer than that. But that could have been incendiary to it. It's not quite a question, but I'm verifying about those poor fuckers killed by the... And we know that because of that, the skull... based on that assumption, the skulls have been recruiting from Yongsong for a hot minute. Because the one that I spoke to used to live in Yongsong and would not give me her name. So, well, she gave me a name, but begged that I didn't tell.
Yeah.
That I didn't seek out her family.
The skulls have been here for a minute,
skulls
boys.
have been here for I will confirm. The skulls have been here for a minute.
Yeah.
You are less sure about the timeline of the devils.
Yeah.
But particularly with Ando, you would know he's been here for a while.
Yeah.
And he was not the first person in his position.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
For your religion check, mash tragedies on the possible worst case scenario
Yeah.
that you're thinking right now.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of DCO work, but every once in a while your department gets called in.
And because some motherfucker thinks that a battlefield is...
Or even accidental.
Cause too much
Even
too much release at one time, it can sometimes end up in a bit of a weird place,
Yeah.
and that ends in the zombie problem. Or insert other... Oh, don't worry about it. Hasn't happened for a while.
For context, me and Joe are talking about things no one else in the party has information about.
But is he saying any of this out loud? Like,
No!
probably.
This is...
Yeah. So even if it's just skirting the edges and making sure nothing gets jammed up somewhere,
Yeah. Okay.
you can end up sort of watching the aftermath of these things.
Yeah.
And they're not pretty.
No, they're not.
They're never pretty. And just like Alex, I'll give you often...
I had full nail polish on at the start of this session.
I've been watching you slowly peel it all off.
It is greed or it is or ego.
And I think Ast is more inclined to ego. Could be both, but from what we saw in Haratari, ego feels more right to Asta. Does that logic?
If something can be avoided,
That is preferable because we don't want the zombie problem.
but you have always been there in the aftermath,
Yeah.
never at the start.
Yeah, it's always been doing, and I hate to use this metaphor, doing the job of the vultures.
Yeah.
Picking up what remains.
So I will not give you any
Yeah,
more
that's-
information than Alex at this point.
But that puts a even harder time limit on whatever we're going to do.
I will say, Alex, I'll give you this. This is still pretty small. Yes, it's dramatic, but it's still pretty small. The only ones who are dead were in one way or another directly connected still. As long as it stays in-house, it can be easier to defuse.
Yeah.
Once it spills over.
Yeah. This is quickly getting out of house. Maybe
If
not
they were
quickly, but it's getting there.
If they were willing to be that public.
It's quickly getting out of the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume there's nothing else that Julius could probably think of.
Make another history check.
I mean, I think Asta might articulate the, it's, maybe this is blowing up because of wounded pride. That seems like the kind of thing that they would,
Or a resource.
yeah, or a resource.
Okay. Well, there's no shortage of resources.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a bad thing to say.
A lot of bloodroot, yeah.
There was
That
more
is.
than that.
What all was there?
Well, nobody's going to go through her basement for it. By which I mean, I didn't look, and neither are you going to.
Okay.
What was your history check? 21?
Nail polish to pick.
You aren't familiar with this particular area so much in the most recent tree that you're not sure that you could like
have the sword?
even have a like an
I've been
idea of what
using it to pick my
either
nail.
resource or ego might have been bruised if those are if the main two options are what's in play here. I will say since you are the person here with the most base knowledge of both groups, Alex, you were a little out of commission during like when the skulls rose, and Irene, you've been intentionally avoiding things.
I have been avoiding all knowledge as much as possible.
You're
yes.
from the Fae,
Too young.
too young and too out of it.
Yeah.
L.
The devils are often more directly vicious. To know that they were probably the blow in the marketplace makes sense. You think you might have some time before Skull retaliation. They like to think a little more. But when they start,
It's all downhill from there.
so you might have some free space while they make their plan and moves. Of course, depends on whether or not the skulls go for the frenzy to try to beat them out.
They just might. But that depends on how much they think they're a problem right now. We might have some breathing room, but I wouldn't give it too long.
That's good. It's lovely. It's very lovely. I think, you know,
I don't know.
what is there to be done? What is there to be done?
It's
There isn't anything to do.
Could we make a distraction until, whatever caused this blows over?
I think that sounds very, very dangerous.
I-
Considering a distraction would be to have the eyes of both on whatever we make, which would mean eyes of both on us, which is not a very good position to be in.
That means they wouldn't be attacking each other.
Yes, but it would mean they'd be attacking us.
Not if we're fast.
true.
I am not.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anything could make this blow over. I mean, maybe it could have before the guy got stabbed in the street. But I'm worried any distraction could have one group blaming the other for it.
And as far as I know, this has been a thing for quite a while. And they've only just recently been taking steps in the hopes that they can push each other out.
So
That was the
think
impression I got from Ando, at least.
I guess, do you think it's... I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. Do you think it's their bosses who are telling them, or their bosses' bosses?
I think for Ando, probably his boss. For Ara, might be boss's boss, or even boss's boss's boss.
I have a feeling that might be what it is.
But whoever's telling Ando what to do, Ando's way higher up the chain. I don't like any of this.
It's all pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sun is set.
Can I do something that I used to do 9 to 10 years ago, where on nights when I was worried about my granddaughter, just emotionally, I would just have Snowball go sit on her porch, so that if she needs anything, you know, there's a cat there, like, and if she wants to have, if she comes home at this, I'm thinking if she comes home at this time, Snowball could go be her buddy, or she could send her on home to Granny if she's doing okay. But like it, you know.
Yeah, sure. Snowball can go sit.
Okay, Snowball's gonna go sit on the porch for my own mental health. I'm going to sit here for no mental health whatsoever.
Okay.
Sun has set.
If I did a divination, is there anything useful we think we could get out of that?
I don't know what divination does.
Divination is based. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days, and the GM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. And I I can do it more than once per long rest, but every time I think every time I do it after the first time, there is a 25% chance I get something random.
Maybe who's gonna make the first blow?
But is that a within 7 days question? Could this could blow up in the next 7 days?
That's what I was
But
thinking.
I also think it could blow up
wouldn't
with. I think it blowing up would also fall under circumstance,
And
but it also,
also-
for sake of plot, might blow up within the next 7 days.
Question: wouldn't
Yeah.
the murder of the dude count as the first blow?
Well, who's gonna strike the next blow if we're gonna be
Yeah,
pedantic
yeah.
about it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
If we know who it's coming from, we can start taking actions. The thing.
Yeah, who is going to make this all blow up in everyone's faces?
Yeah. Like,
But
who's gonna be responsible for the real inciting action?
yeah, but I'm also worried. I am worried about the next 7 days thing, but also because
Look.
of the stabbing, this is probably going to blow up.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
if
unfortunately.
we do it and we don't get an answer, then we have
Oh,
an
we-
answer
So
in
we know
7
we've got
days.
7 days.
All right.
And if we do get
True.
an answer, then by God, fuck.
and we can and yeah. And should we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on.
Okay.
I've got the incense if you've got the offering.
Together worth at least 25 gold points.
We have plenty of gold.
But do we have to go out and buy items? Is the real question.
Depends on how much you already got.
Sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion.
Anybody got a cool weapon? Because I'm not doing shit or fuck with my hammer.
I
I have a crossbow worth 20. I have a light crossbow worth 25 gold, and then we can just throw some incense over that. And does that work?
That would count.
Okay.
Okay. So, Asta will pull from his small pouch of incense and give you, honestly, probably just enough to make a small mound to burn.
Yep.
Oh, I've got a lyre I've never used.
That's not gonna work for my
Okay.
religion, unfortunately.
Ow.
Time to remove this crossbow from my inventory.
Yay.
Killing him.
Killing him. I guess so. I will take. I will make a surface.
Julius, help you.
I will do this.
And asked it.
If you are going to offer to help me, Alex is going to refuse.
No, I mean help clear it for you to take
Okay.
with it.
Clear area. Thing of incense, light incense. Crossbow in middle. I'll load a bolt into it. And I will. I need a specific question wording.
Is the question
Are we?
which of the devils or skulls is going to strike the next blow? Like, we're more concerned about which one it is than when it's gonna come?
Yeah.
Okay, then will the devils or the skulls strike the next blow in the turf war?
That works.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that kind of.
Make the next move in the turf war if we're gonna be more.
But also
Make the next attack.
I think we should specify
exacerbate?
major action. 'cause
Yeah,
I think
they're gonna be
move-
doing
Yeah.
shit. It's
Yeah.
just
So they're going to be, making a lot of moves against the other, a lot of which are little, and a lot of which we don't need to know about.
Alright, so major attack. Next major attack in the turf war?
Okay. All right. So I will cast divination, and I will. Oh wait. Oh no, I don't. I can't do rituals. Never mind. I will ask. Who will make the next major action in the turf war? The Black Devils or the Golden Skulls?
This is a. I know it's not mechanically ritual, but this is a ritual you have seen, particularly the old medicine men do. They ask Chuli for guidance in times of strife, though they have asked others in other times, but not only are you hers, this is her time. The incense lights. There's a moment. And then almost. There's no spark or no moment of trailing, but after the incense goes, there's a heartbeat. And then the crossbow lights. Not quite bright orange flame, but a spiritual flame like you've seen Julius cast. But when Julius casts it, it's targeted anger, an intent to hurt. There's none of that here. Instead, you feel two hands, one on your chest, one on your back. Push your posture up.
I'm trying. I'm sitting here trying.
And then hands on either side of your face. Thumbs resting just below your eyes, where one would put war paint if there was.
It's me as Nocturne getting excited.
When a queen bee vanishes, the hive must do its best to search. Then as the hands pull away, that strike as one would put the paint on your cheeks. And you feel, and the crossbow dims and is gone. And that is your answer.
When the queen bee strikes, the hive must do its best to survive.
When the queen bee vanishes.
Sorry.
The hive must do its best to survive.
Someone put that in
I'm
Pope
putting
Fight,
in Pope
please.
Fight.
I'm gonna forget the.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Wait,
forget that.
I got
in
it already.
2 seconds.
Unless you're.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
No,
The
I
Pope.
You wrote Pope.
The
There you go, I did.
The Pope must do its.
Pope 5.
Also, we are nearly at midnight, and Sarah does have to drive home.
Yes.
Don't worry about me. I am a night person, so
Okay, but I want to make sure you are okay with driving home post midnight.
that's fine.
Important. Oh, that might be another thing that's going on.
Finish typing whatever you're typing.
I can't type the other half of it.
Well, type whatever you're gonna type.
Yeah.
I'm dying. I'm
Yeah.
freaking out, legitimately.
Because you watched my
Yeah, because you
shit.
kept saying shit, so type whatever you're typing, please. So stressed right now. What do the motherfuckers know?
I don't know what to do with that. Anyone else?
I mean, we know. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah. Oh,
The devils.
the devils
have
are
a
matriarchal.
queen.
Right. So skulls. Skulls first.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, because
Is it, or is it the something has gone wrong in the devils?
Oh.
The queen bee has vanished.
Yeah.
The hive needs to do its best to survive. They need to act up and act out and do some shit.
Parker, can I steal you for 2 minutes? Because I have a question. No, this is...
I'm freaking out.
Me actively trying to sit up straight.
Yeah.
Parker's still calling me out for it.
freaking
I'm
out.
trying so hard, I promise.
I'm freaking out, boys.
Me too.
I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that at all.
I'm freaking out.
Buddies.
I'm freaking out.
we're resorting.
I'm not well. I'm
So
unwell.
hold on. Why are we thinking that it's the devils and not the skulls that are?
Because when the queen bee vanishes, the hive must do its best to survive. We only one of the two organizations is matriarchal.
Okay.
That's the devils. So if the queen bee has vanished, the hive must do its best to survive. The hive being the devils. Doing their best to survive in this case is gonna have to mean like
Taking
Fuck
out the
shit up.
skulls.
Yeah.
fucking doing their best. I'm freaking the fuck out, boys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anything you would like to share with the class?
yeah, please.
Unfortunately, okay, so there's the base answer, which is the devils are matriarchal and are now trying to cover their bases after something happened to one of their higher-ups.
Yes.
Or tied into something that Julius has gotten little hints about, but I cannot clarify more about because I think if I do, Parker will launch across the table and kill me,
For metagaming.
Yeah, no
which
metagame
would
here.
also possibly make it the skulls. But I think with the information we have, the devils is more likely.
Okay. We think it's the devils.
I think with the information we are allowed to have, the devils are more likely.
I would like to not even mention metagaming information,
Yes,
please.
that's
Yeah.
So the devils is my.
I don't, as
Okay.
a player, even want to know that there's metagame information
Yeah.
that could contradict the conclusions we would come to as
That-
character.
My apologies.
Okay.
So yeah,
So we think it's the devils.
yeah.
We think it's the devils. God damn it. That's worse. Because if the skulls were making the first move, what are the odds that they're gonna go after fucking
Whoever stabbed.
Smuggler McGee, who is holding shit in her basement, as opposed to the motherfucker who stabbed a man in the street, right? They're gonna be if the devils are striking again, I wonder who is a convenient target.
Hondo.
My boy, my precious boy. That's worse. That's way worse.
Do we tell him? Do we Do we
I need to
warn
see
Ando?
my boy.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to see my boy.
But collectively, do we warn
I think
Ando?
we do.
I have the spell slots. We could do it right now.
No.
Because we
No.
should wait. If we're gonna warn
No.
Ando, we should wait.
No,
Yeah.
we
We
cannot.
need to like actually
We
go
cannot
to him.
We
speak.
can't speak to.
Oh, that's,
Not to have a selfish. Granny needs to speak to her
Yes.
grandson before
Yeah.
any more information can pass between Ando and the
Yes.
party, because otherwise I'm afraid she'll explode.
Okay,
Like,
that's why I'm like, we need to go in person. Granny
Granny
go talk
needs
with
to
him.
talk to her grandson.
Yes.
we should not do that tonight.
No. It's late. It's after sunset.
A man has been stabbed in the street.
A
Yeah.
man has been stabbed in the
So we should bunker down and recuperate as best we can.
A man has been stabbed in the marketplace in Lego City. build the ambulance.
A man has fallen for a man in Lego City.
Duh.
Okay. Maybe we should just all go to bed. Maybe it's time to
Yeah.
go to bed. Maybe
let's go to
everyone
bed.
should just go to bed.
Fresh heads in the morning, I guess.
And I could always ask another question tomorrow.
No one's going to die tonight.
No.
We should all just go to bed. I don't think
I
so.
think everyone's going to be very careful tonight.
I think so too. I think everyone's going to be very, very careful tonight.
We'll keep an eye out.
I hope everybody's going to be very careful tonight. I've told them both to be careful. I have told them both to be careful.
They'll be careful.
They'll be careful. Alright, off to bed with you all. Bedtime. Chop chop.
Is everyone just going to sleep?
I am sitting up by the window.
Yeah, watch us, please.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do
Yeah.
watches.
Yeah.
I want to keep watch of Ara's place a little bit.
I would like to sit up by the window for the first stretch, and Granny's gonna insist that everybody else go the fuck to bed.
Alex will sit up with her.
I really think you should go to sleep, dearie.
I'm not tired. I mean, I want to sit and like meditate for a bit. So I won't necessarily like have my eyes open, you know, watching, worrying and stuff. I'm just. I'm not going to be hovering around you. 'Cause everyone else would be hovering around you.
That's true. Alright.
I would like to meditate, and also,
It's fine. If you'd like to meditate, of course you can meditate.
if something happens, I don't want you to worry about waking somebody up, you know? Because then you can just say, hey, Alex, and I can, you know, open my eyes and be right there. But it'll be like I'm sleeping the rest of the time.
I'm sure nothing's going to happen. That's all right. Thank you.
I'm sure too, but
If you'd like to meditate, don't let me stop you.
I'm going to meditate. I'm going to chill. The chill
Meanwhile,
meditation.
Julius is on the sofa
I'm
over
working
there
on my posture.
drawing.
Every day,
Go
Alex
to bed.
tries, and he's got the pinching in the front, and he can't get his shoulders back all the way.
No offense, Granny.
Go to bed.
With the information that's been given, I don't really feel like I can sleep right now. Let me have my hours.
Ixalia's going to grab like you like by the collar and be like, you can sketch upstairs.
Pulled away. Yoinked.
I'm going to kill you, and that's how it goes.
She doesn't want to have anyone.
And Alex is going to deliberately, like, around the corner.
Go sit somewhere else and meditate.
Sit, go sit somewhere where, like, Granny is in the room by herself, but if she needs another person there, he is very easy to get. But he is leaving her alone.
Make me perception check, Granny.
I swear to God, if I get a fucking 6 again, I'm gonna kill someone. That's 13. I'm bad at perception.
Do you want the not cursed for me dice?
No, it's okay. I have a million d20s in here. I just can't roll for shit tonight.
You are watching over the street. It's quiet. The sun sets. A family down the road calls their kids in from playing. You don't know when they went out, but I guess it's time to go back in. You don't see anyone come back to Ara's house. The lights stay dark. Snowball stays on the porch. And when you are too tired and you fall asleep, because despite your best efforts, you are 240 years old.
And I need to take a little nap sometimes.
And Julius, you take over. The Napster. And then X, and then Nin. The lights never come on. Snowball never leaves the porch. And in the morning, the sun rises. And still the lights do not come on. Still Snowball does not leave the porch.
Okay.
She's staying on that fucking porch. She's not leaving the goddamn porch.
Good cat.
There's a knock on your door. A little before morning.
I will go to the door.
It's the smaller fellow that you saw at Hondo's that first night. The sort of blonde, skinny, sort of twink sort.
Yeah. Yeah. The twink of the dodgeball
You
team.
know,
The twink in the top.
Ando keeps twinks on him at all times.
So true. Yeah, he does.
He is dressed. He is dressed in a simple shift underneath layered leathers. Bright yellow. Black stitching stripes. And he goes, sorry to ask, Miss Marvin. Did Ondo stay the night here? He said he was going to yours and he hasn't come back. And that's where I'm gonna end session.
I fucking hate you, you motherfucker! I should have messaged him now!
Shit!
Great news!
What did you do?
Great news! I still have locate creature.
Motherfucker!
We should have fucking messaged Ando.
I was going to, and I decided not to. I even got a spell slot back. I was thinking
Okay,
about
but to be
it
fair,
too.
they're both gone. Like, it's not.
They're both gone. They're both fucked right now.
I have locate creature. I can find one of them.
I also have locate creature, and I could probably prepare it so we could find both of them at the same
Yeah.
time.
Find them
know
both,
if I have
take
anything
them
else.
home, and be
What?
like, you can't fucking do this anymore.
What level is locate
Hey,
creature?
I have a question. I have another question for you.
What level is locate creature?
4th. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I want divination though.
The general stream of paperwork that enters Asta's bag that he has no... He would have been looking through it on watch. Anything that seemed particularly... Nope. Okay.
Head hurt.
Oh god.
I had to